Sony Computer Entertainment America presents a Universal Interactive Studios production. A game created and developed by Naughty Dog. Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Hey there fellow fish, and welcome back. This is parsoFish here, and I'm bringing you another episode of New Week Nostalgia. It's been quite a while, I know, and I'm sorry about that guys, but I'm back into it now, and I should be bringing you pretty constant videos going into the future. So, as you can probably already tell, this week we're going to be playing a bit of Crash Bandicoot. We're going to be playing number 3. I'll get through this again. This keeps going into the old player demo while if you wait too long, but yeah, so we're going to be playing a bit of Crash Bandicoot 3, which was my favourite out of the Crash Bandicoot games, so that's sort of why I decided to pick it. So we're going to be jumping right on in here. I'll probably just get through these so I can sort of get more into a bit of gameplay for you guys, and yeah, so sort of thought I'd do a little bit of reformatting, I guess you could say, with this series. So I'm basically going to jump in and just try and sort of showcase a lot of the different aspects of the game. So might do a few more levels than I have been in the past. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy. So I guess first of all we'll just jump straight on into one of the sort of basic levels where you play as Crash. And yeah, should be good.
Crash, why must you always...
Such a good villain. School villains. So yeah, basic concept is 3D platformer. It was actually one of the first 3D platformers. And sort of was born out of Naughty Dog just sort of felt like most platformers had sort of been just 2D, and it was basically because of the limitations on the hardware around the times that these games were being created. So they sort of wanted to be a bit different from the crowd and sort of make a name for themselves, and they did this by coming up with a way to do the 3D in that, as you see, it's got this sort of fixed camera behind Crash, and that's actually how it got its name of Sonic's arse game, because it's like Sonic, but you're always looking at Sonic's arse. But yeah, so basically having that fixed camera sort of allowed you to, allowed them to sort of up the ante with the graphics, I guess you could say, although nowadays it may not look like it, but yeah, that was sort of the idea behind it of the day, and allowed them to really have quite good quality 3D graphics at the time, which was pretty outstanding. Yeah, so that's a little bit of info for you guys. We're currently doing one of the bonus levels. Now, most of the, or all of the normal levels in Crash 3, I'm not sure about the earlier ones, although I think it was a feature in pretty much all the games. Yeah, now thinking about it, it features in pretty much all the games, is these little bonus levels, which they never really have enemies or anything like that in them, but it's basically for extra crates. Now, as you notice, I'm running around here just sort of getting all the crates, doing that sort of stuff. That's basically, I mean, I guess you could call them the collectible of the game. Not incredibly hard to find, obviously, but at the end of each level, if you do end up managing to collect all the boxes, you get an extra crystal. And your basic idea behind the game is to reach the end of each level, and through the level you'll find one of these, which are power crystals, I believe, which is something in the canon of the story. Cortex sort of wants to gain tons of power, the usual sort of bad guy stuff. grab that, and we'll grab that, and then we'll get the other crystal, which basically you need those for sort of the 100% completion of the game. So that's sort of your basic level. You just run through, you'll collect the power gem and the crystal if you manage to get all the boxes, and then you'll notice there's another sort of gem thing to get, which you get through doing time trials, which I guess I'll jump in here and show you quickly so that get it out of the way. So basically it's the same sort of concept. You run through the same level.
Rice, cocoa.
Yes, thank you. Uka, I think. I can't think of the last name off the top of my head. But yeah, so basically when you start off, it's a normal level you can run through normally, or you can hit that clock at the start and that'll sort of change the way the level's made up. So basically, you hit the clock, and then you run through, and that's a time trial. Now, the difference here, although you won't have seen much yet, obviously none of the crates sort of have any, they all sort of change, which you probably saw at the start there. And then you'll come across these crates here, which are time crates, and so you break them, and then it sort of pauses the time, so allows you to run through a little bit more fast. And yeah, try and get the lowest time possible. Now there's 3 different, I believe it's 3 different rankings. So you've got the blue one, which is sort of the one you get basically if you just beat a fairly easy sort of time. And then you'll have silver and gold time relics, I believe they're called as well. So yeah, that's sort of the basic idea. I'm probably not going to go great because I got held up there a bit, but what can you do? And so basically you run through the level, break as many boxes as you can, and try and get to the end as quickly as possible, which I don't think I've done a very good job, but we shall see. Yeah, I've only got the blue one. But yeah, that's the basic sort of idea of the time trials. It's not a necessity to get all the boxes like the normal level, but you do have to break those time boxes to sort of optimize the time that you can finish it in. So as you'll see here, I'll be tossed on out, and then I'll get the blue one and then the gold one there. So it's probably a platinum one for the... maybe it is just gold that they have. Yeah, but anyway, so that's the basic idea. If you manage to do it really fast, then you'll get a gold one. So we'll move on here. I don't think I'll do that level, although it does sort of showcase another sort of level. These levels, as you can tell, it's underwater, so it's more along the 2D platformer sort of style. But yeah, still crash and still the basic idea of collect all the boxes, get to the end of the level, collect the power gem along the way, and you're done. So we'll jump in here, and this is going to be one of Coco Bandicoot's levels. I believe this was, actually I won't talk out of my ass because I'm not too sure. But yeah, Coco has sort of very different sort of levels, I guess you could say. So they're a bit different to the normal levels, and I'll show you here. So basically, you don't control how quickly the tiger sort of runs through the level, and then it can be quite a challenge to collect all the crates in level like this, because you can't really just take your time with it. You've got to sort of get used to the level, react pretty quickly to all the stuff that's going on to actually collect all the boxes, which hopefully I can manage to pull off here. These do get, obviously, most games do this have progression, and these do get a lot harder to actually collect all the boxes later on in the game. As you can see, there are different sort of dragons. Yep, awesome. Yeah, different dragons. Some of them go down, some of them go like that, and then in the later levels you'll even get ones that sort of vary their height along the path, so they'll go up and down and up and down, so a bit more unpredictable. Again, adds some difficulty to it, but I think jump late enough, get over, collect all the boxes. We're going well. Already 14 lives. And there you go. I think we've done pretty well there. So most of the levels do have that same sort of principle of collect all the boxes, get through, get the gem at the end, and then jump back through, and yeah. Ooh. So that's the basic premise of Coco levels. I'll show it off here. Yep, awesome. Come on. So yeah, you've got another level here. Okay, so that's another crash level, sort of the same sort of standard level. And then you've got another level here, which is another Coco Bandicoot level, which is similar to the Tiger levels, which there are a couple later on in the game as well. But it's the jet ski level, and so basically you jump on the back of a jet ski, but you obviously you can sort of control how fast the jet ski goes, that sort of thing, where like direction, unlike the Tiger levels. So that's the basic sort of premise. That's about it. Most of the Crash games sort of go off this hub system. So this one is sort of, you see, it's a central hub. There are all these different levels, and they each have 5 in them. Previous games, the first one actually just went off a map, so they changed it in the second, where you were in a sort of circular room like this one, and then say if I walk through here, I'd go to the level for that room, for example, and then it would have the 5 rooms, which is sort of standard for these games. And once you completed all 5 rooms, you would stand on the center, and it'd act as an elevator and take you up to the next level with the next 5 sort of, or the next hub level with the next sort of 5 something. So I don't think I'm going to show it off in this video, but once you have managed to collect all the power gems in each sort of little hub of worlds, you'll get to these 5 buttons that you're standing on now will disappear, and you'll just get one, which will be the boss level. And so each one of these has a boss level, and once you've completed the boss level, or beaten the boss, you get new abilities. So you get different stuff later in the game. You like a Wumpa Fruit cannon rocket launcher style thing, which is useful, makes killing enemies from afar a bit easier. But yeah guys, that should be about it for this video. Hope you have enjoyed this episode of New Week Nostalgia. It's good to be back. I hope you guys enjoy me being back, and hope you guys like the sort of new format where I'm just sort of, not so much my stories about the game, because that sort of will run out eventually as I get to games that I just sort of just played because I had them. But yeah, so that basically covers it. I'm going to be doing this sort of format from now on, just sort of going over the basic concepts of the game, different levels, different stuff that you do, how the game sort of works and stuff, and throwing some facts in your face every now and again. But that should be about it guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I shall see you all next time. Bye.